It's been over 2 weeks since the battle against Hamas militants by Israel began. In the latest, aid has now been finally delivered to Gaza, and as the Rafah border crossing between Egypt and Israel was opened for a brief period, around 20 trucks carrying humanitarian aid were able to enter Gaza. The Rafah crossing has now again been closed. Around 200 trucks are said to be stranded near the crossing since the war broke out. UN humanitarian chief has said that the aid convoy carrying aid to Gaza should not be lost. In another positive development, Hamas has released an American mother and daughter duo who were being held captive. The release has been reportedly secured through Qatar's mediation efforts. And while the Israeli Defense Forces claim that its military pressure secured their release, the White House says that the U.S. was quote-unquote very much involved in the release. President Joe Biden has spoken to the two released Americans, and speaking about the likely ground offensive, as per Israel's economy minister, the military have the green light to launch a ground invasion. The minister stressed that the primary goal of the ground operation is to eliminate Hamas off the map. However, the US and its allies have been urging Israel to be strategic and clear about its goals on the ground invasion of Gaza. They have warned against a prolonged occupation and have stressed on avoiding civilian casualties. This was done as part of private discussions of Western defense officials with their Israeli counterparts. Now, Israeli warplanes continued to attack many Hamas targets throughout the Gaza Strip overnight. The targets included the operational headquarters, anti-tank launchers, as well as other infrastructures of the Hamas group. Now, in addition, the IDF attacked observation, anti-aircraft and sniping positions of Hamas located inside high-rise buildings. Meanwhile, a Gaza hospital says it faces imminent threat of an airstrike from Israeli army. The administration of Al-Quds Hospital in Gaza says that the Israeli army has contacted them demanding immediate evacuation of the hospital in preparation for a nighttime airstrike. Meanwhile, tensions continue to rise on other front of Israel-Lebanon border, where more than 4,200 people have been displaced from villages in South Lebanon by clashes on the border with Israel. And this is according to local officials. The Lebanese militant group Hezbollah and allied Palestinian groups in Lebanon have launched daily missile strikes on northern Israel since the outbreak of the Israel-Hamas war. Now, while Israel has responded by shelling border areas in South Lebanon, so far the clashes have killed at least 22 people in Lebanon, and 4 of them are civilians. In other updates, evacuation efforts by various nations also continue. A plane from Israel has landed in Tokyo with 60 Japanese nationals and 18 South Koreans.